Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Dr. Barkis Ophthalmology Tutorials. Today I am going to share 25 tips on how to face theory exams. This is applicable for all the medical students from first year to final year, dental students, the paramedical students and even the postgraduates. Postgraduates can take most of the tips from this video. They have to write in detail and in depth compared to other students. I have gathered these tips from my experience as student of MBBS and also MS, and now correcting the papers of MBBS and MS students. Remember, there is a saying like performance is equal to knowledge minus anxiety. By following these tips, I am going to reduce your anxiety part. Thereby, your performance is directly proportional to your knowledge. It is not a substitute for your hard work and the studies. It is also going to make the examiner more comfortable while correcting your papers. Thereby, your chances of scoring high is increased. So without much delay, let's begin. So have a good sleep a night before the examination. Remember, it's the whole year hard work which is going to help you. Moreover, it will halt the thought process, thereby hampering your performance in the exams. Have sufficient breakfast or food before going to exam. You want to save that 5 to 10 minutes to study some more topic. Remember, the hypoglycemia will make your brain less functional. Be at least 30 minutes before the scheduled time at the examination center. This will avoid unnecessary accidents and even it will buy some time for unforeseen incidents. And it will also make you relaxed and be prepared for examination. Be positive in the examination hall. Don't keep on thinking about that one chapter which you are not studied. Even if you get some questions from that chapter, you can keep it at the end. Relax and answer all the remaining questions properly. Carry all your essential to examination hall: black pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener, the long scale, your identity card and even the hall ticket. I recommend you to carry black pen only because nowadays all your answer sheets are being scanned. With black pen the scanning is proper. Otherwise, because of the poor quality of the scanning, the answer sheet can get rejected. And make use of the initial 15 minutes which are given before giving the question paper. So make sure that you have written everything properly in the front sheet. That is especially your registration number, the QP code and other details. So doubly cross check that. And nowadays the question number and even the margin is given in the paper. And I have observed that the margin sense is very poor in the students. Don't write anything onto the left of the margin. It is only for the question number to be written, not anything else. Once you are done with the front sheet, you have still time. Just relax, be calm till the question paper is given. Once you receive the question paper, quickly go through the questions. But don't become overconfident if you know answer for all the questions. And don't be panic if you don't know the answer for a few of the questions. It is just to organize yourself how to go about the question paper. And read the questions carefully because there will be so many similar questions. You may end up writing wrong answer thinking that it is something else. Divide your 3 hours time for your 3 marks, 5 mark and 10 mark properly and try to finish those questions in that scheduled time only. Don't forget that mastering a good handwriting can impress people as much as a firm handshake. If you are having very good handwriting, it is going to make things very easy. Give sufficient and enough space in between the words and in between the sentences. So the important tip for good handwriting is practicing. And start practicing at least 3 to 4 months before your theory exams. Whenever you are done with some answer, just go on writing that answer in sheet so that your handwriting also improves and also it improves the speed. Don't just scribble at the end or when you are not confident about the answer, because nowadays the question number is already marked in the answer sheet. Suppose you know the answer for question number 1 very nicely, so you write it very beautifully, and you don't know the answer for the question number 2, you keep it at the end, but it is just next to question number 1. So at the end you start scribbling about that answer, and when we as examiners see the answer sheet, it looks as if it is totally 2 different handwritings. So the examiner may feel that the 2 different answer sheets are scanned. So they may reject your answer sheet. And finally, about handwriting, If you are not good at your handwriting, don't worry. Just write the important words of the answer in the capital letter so that it becomes clearly seen by the examiner. I always prefer to write the 3-mark questions initially because I can answer completely and I can fetch full mark in those. But if you keep these 3 markers at the end, you may miss this opportunity because of the shortage of time. So write 3-mark questions first, followed by your choice of 5 marks or the main questions. And just write what is asked in 3-mark questions. Suppose if they ask the question as write 6 causes of abnormal pupil, just mention the 6 causes. That's more than enough. You need not explain each cause there for 3-mark question. And for 5-mark questions and the main questions, it's always wise to write the headings under which you are going to write the answer. Suppose the question is the anterior uveitis, you will just mention that definition followed by pathophysiology, symptoms, signs, investigations and treatment. Then you explain under each subheading. Make your answer sheet more pictographic. Write relevant diagrams wherever it is needed. Try to put flowchart for your pathophysiology and even to explain your management aspect. Make points or bullets instead of writing paragraphs and tabulate your answer whenever needed. For example, if you are asked to differentiate between senile mature cataract from senile immature cataract, your tabulated answer is more than sufficient. You need not write a single sentence about that. Another example is if the question is like about the cycloplegics, just give little brief introduction about the cycloplegics followed by the tabulated form of giving answer, which I have shown. If you have written something wrong, just strike it off with a dashed line. Don't scribble over that or don't scratch over that and make your answer sheet look messy or untidy. Remember, examiners will be looking for specific points in your answers. Remember, these are the points which will fetch you marks. For example, if the question is about allergic conjunctivitis, the examiner will be looking for the words like allergen, itching in the symptom part, papillae in the signs part, and also the antihistamines in your treatment part. To give one more example, if the question is like acanthamoeba keratitis, then they will be looking for the words like contact lens usage, the neurokeratitis part, and the ring infiltrate. When you are done with your answer, please draw 1 or 2 lines at the end of the answer so that the examiner need not go on searching in the empty pages for the answer. He can go straight away to all of them. After exam, don't discuss too much with your friends. Just have a rough idea how much marks you are going to get. After that, relax and start preparing for the next exam. So I wish all the best for your exams. Hope this video was useful. If you find at least 1 or 2 tips of this video useful, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the further notification. Thank you so much.